Apple, right, is another huge company. Apple could sell anything. It doesn't actually even sell apples. It has no relationship to apples.
In your 20s and 30s and starting your first business, here are my 3 best tips to make sure you do it right. Number 1, naming your business. Research first, as this is critical to ensure you don't infringe on other business trademarks. Number 2, creating your LLC and selecting your business category. This is important and make sure your company is listed in the correct category. Number 3, proper documents for your LLC to insulate you from liability. An operating agreement, real address, and phone number are key for legitimacy and future funding needs.
I think we've seen this guy in other videos before. He's always walking so fast, kind of out of breath, giving this advice like he's on the way to go put out a fire right before he gives us a talk about how to set up our LLC. I don't really understand that. But as far as his advice, first, naming your business. Yes, you don't want to infringe on anybody's trademark, but I also think you don't want to overstress about thinking about your business name. The name of the business is not a big deal to its success, right? Google is a $1 trillion company, but it also could be something that 2 guys run out of their garage, right? Google doesn't mean anything, and the name by itself doesn't really carry any weight. It only carries weight because they were successful, but it really could have been anything. So overthinking the name and expecting that the name is going to have a huge impact on how successful the business is, I think is a mistake. Apple, right, is another huge company. Apple could sell anything. It doesn't actually even sell apples. It has no relationship to apples. So how they became a giant, computer industry pillar company, who knows? It wasn't because of the name. So there are some products that the name is what helps sell it, but I wouldn't spend a lot of time stressing about the name. If you think you might be just do a quick USPTO search, US Patent and Trademark Office search, just to make sure that name isn't taken, the exact name you want isn't taken by somebody else. But that's a very quick exercise. I wouldn't stress over it, and I wouldn't say that's critical to your total business success. If you screwed up, pick somebody else's name, you can always change it later and keep on going. As long as your business is solid, your customers aren't going to be too upset. Then the second thing he said was get the right company category. I don't understand. I mean, well, he also said your business could be red flagged for your name. I guess if your name was we sell cocaine, yes, maybe you might be red flagged, but I can't think of too many other names that are going to cause a problem with your business getting a loan or getting investors or whatever because of the name of the business, unless it's just something totally outrageous like that. Same thing with the business category, right? We do accounting, but if my NAICS code accidentally said we did plumbing or refrigerator repair or long haul trucking, nothing's going to get screwed up. I would just go and recategorize it the next time I filed my tax return, and on we'd go. Not a big deal at all. And again, I don't see you getting denied funding from investors or banks because your code doesn't exactly match what you do. Obviously, try to get that right, but I mean, the whole tip about that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And then the last thing he was talking about was having the correct paperwork for your LLC. Again, yes, grab some boilerplate documents. If it's just you, if you're a single member LLC, there's nobody really to argue with. On the other hand, if you have partners, then yes, take the time to make sure you've properly documented who's contributing what, who's doing what happens in the event that you close the business or split up or disagree or sell the business. Those are all key things to figure out. But that should be part of your overall business strategy anyway. So hopefully you are taking care of that. But if you're just a one-person business, again, boilerplate forms are going to be fine. Having the LLC is going to offer protection, and the rest of it, don't spend thousands of dollars with a lawyer, most likely. Asterisk, this is not legal advice. It kind of is, but it isn't. You don't need to spend thousands and thousands of dollars drawing up custom documents for your LLC when you can use boilerplate documents just as well if it's just you running the business in 99% of the cases.